And joining us now from Rzeszów, near the Polish-Ukrainian border, is Hanna Hopko. She's a former Ukrainian member of parliament and an expert on Russian expansionism. Hanna Hopko, welcome to DW. Welcome on the programme. You were part of a delegation that met with US Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Saturday. What's your takeaway from the talks there?
I do believe that after our meeting with the State Secretary and congressional delegation, the US, as a guarantor of the Budapest Memorandum and security, will provide more military assistance to Ukraine immediately. Because we in Ukraine, armed forces, territorial defense, and 100,000 of Ukrainians recently joined. This is the volunteer direction of armed forces of Ukraine. So our message to State Secretary was, Ukraine is winning. The blitzkrieg of Putin in Ukraine failed, and actually Putin lost Ukraine, and actually the protest which will be in Russia against the dictator. So actually we demanded from the US leadership to provide us more military assistance, to press Putin as a war criminal, to make these green corridors. I'm crying every day because I started this morning after tough discussions yesterday, reading news from Lysychansk, which is in eastern Ukraine, from Kharkiv, from Mariupol, and you know that Russians deny these green corridors. There is humanitarian catastrophe. Children are killed by Russians. So this is why we need the world to wake up and help Ukrainian nation to fight against the authoritarianism. So this was, we do believe that Americans, through European partners, close neighbors to Ukraine, will help us.
Right. And of course, all of this coincides again with certainly an escalation of words. For one, the war is intensifying on the ground. But Vladimir Putin now also talks about Western sanctions basically being a declaration of war. How serious is this, and what needs to happen to end the conflict?
It's sad that in 2014, Western sanctions were not enough. And instead of pressing Putin, we allowed him to consider West as a weak side. Nord Stream 2, this deal, Biden-Merkel deal, was also appease Putin. So this is why we need tougher sanctions. We need Russian oligarchs and their kids to be deported from Western capitals. They do not have to enjoy Western civilization because they are killers together with Putin, which are now killed Ukrainian children. I'm a volunteer for last 10 years of National Children's Hospital in Kiev, Okhmadit, which was also bombed. And actually children now sitting in shelters with oncological diseases. Can you imagine this in 21st century?
Yeah, it's well, unimaginable, really. And at the same time, you said that Antony Blinken, and we reported that as well, said that Ukraine can win this war. And that is also what your president, Volodymyr Zelensky, seems to be convinced of, that Ukraine can prevail. Do you agree? Ukraine
is already prevailing. Within 9 years of Russian ongoing aggression, actually, we defended the Western civilization. And our president, compared to Afghanistan, because some Americans, they think that Ukraine is Afghanistan. No, never. Our president is sitting in Kiev. Mayor of city of the capital, Klitschko, and with his famous world-known boxer brother, is also in Kiev. The 5th president of Ukraine, also, they are all in Kiev. Defend, and I'm planning also after all these foreign meetings to be back to Ukraine to defend my country. So until we win, and victory is coming. So either West, US, UK, EU, Germany helping us, or you will be defeated together with dictator Putin, because Ukrainians will survive. And you should help us, because it's impossible to see how kids are being with blood. Today, my colleague asked me, Hanna, how to find parents, because 2 newborn kids, their parents were killed. So we need to find family to adopt these 2 kids. Can you imagine this? These news are coming every minute. So, and I don't understand why the world is keeping silent, why there is no protection from sky.
Hanna Hopko there. Yeah, it's a horrible situation. The world is watching. We're reporting on it continuously. Thank you so much for taking the time and talking to us.
Why you are watching? You need to help us. Watching.
We'll do our best. Hanna Hopko talking to us from Rzeszów in Poland. Thank you so much. Stay safe.